Hello folks, this is Aitan Ajha from InspiredRise.com and today we are going to talk about the Oppo Find X2 Pro. So guys, let's first start with the unboxing for the Oppo Find X2 Pro. This is the official box. Inside, the first thing you'll find is the TPU curve for this one, along with the warranty card, the documentation and the SIM tray ejector tool. Inside you get the smartphone. We had the smartphone in the ceramic finish and it looked pretty good. You also get the SuperVOOC fast charging adapter on the inside along with the USB Type-C cable, and it comes with a pre-installed screen protector, which is good. And now let's talk about the build and design for the smartphone. The ceramic back version feels hefty at 217 grams. The leather one is a little bit lighter. It has Corning Gorilla Glass 6 protection at the front. There's the aluminum frame and overall the build does feel robust. The power button is on the right hand side. There's the volume rocker on the left hand side. At the bottom there's the SIM tray slot, and overall it does feel really premium. The camera bump at the back is slightly bigger, and at the bottom there's the USB-C port along with the speaker grill. At the top there's the noise cancellation microphone, and there are a lot of visible antenna bands as well. It's 8.8mm thick and it's IP68 dust and water resistant. It's not waterproof, but it can handle 1.5 meter depths for up to 30 minutes. The back has a micro texture which feels like frosted matte, but it did get fingerprints, but it wasn't that slippery. And now let's talk about the display. It comes with a 6.7-inch AMOLED display, 120Hz HDR10 Plus display with a peak brightness of 1200 nits. And trust me, this QHD Plus display was exceptional. The legibility in harsh sunlight was also really good. We had a lot of accidental touches due to the curved display, so that's something which might bother a lot of people. The under display fingerprint scanner was really fast, and please use a tempered glass, otherwise you'll find that the display is really prone to a lot of scratches. This device is Oppo's current flagship and it comes with a Snapdragon 865 chipset, 12GB of RAM, 256GB or 512GB of UFS 3.0 storage, which is really fast, and we used 12512GB model, and it was a really snappy phone with really good read-write speeds in general. And before ColorOS 11 update there were some issues with few sluggish apps, but it was resolved later on. PUBG was running on HDR and Extreme, and most of the games were running on maximum settings on this smartphone, but it does heat up during long hours of gameplay. Now let's talk about the main camera on this one. It comes with a 48MP f1.7 omnidirectional PDAF sensor with laser autofocus plus OIS. There's a 48MP f2.2 ultra-wide sensor, and apart from that there's also a 13MP periscope telephoto lens which gives you up to 5x optical zoom and 60x zoom digitally. There's OIS and PDF support for the telephoto lens as well. The camera application does come up with a lot of modes and there are a lot of different features. If we talk about the image quality, it was really good, and you can even go up to 60x zoom in order to click pictures of the moon. The dynamic range on the cameras was pretty good, and you can take some macro shots as well using the ultra wide camera on this one. The ultra wide sensor during night shots gave some soft images, though it does allow for the macro shots, and there is 4K 60fps videos with stabilization here. At 5x zoom, the 4K videos are at 30fps but shakes are a little bit higher, and the ultra wide sensor also shoots in 4K. The front camera struggles slightly in low light conditions, and I think it's one of the top 5 camera phones right now. And the telephoto camera does add some warm tint to pictures and videos when you are shooting. I got some really stellar images and videos with this smartphone, and needless to say, I really like the camera experience on this one. Let's talk about the connectivity on the smartphone. The call quality was really good, and it does support VoLTE, VO Wi-Fi, 4G plus carrier aggregation as well. It has NFC, USB OTG support, Wi-Fi 6 support, dual band Wi-Fi support. There's Bluetooth 5.1, but there's no support for FM radio, so that's something that might disappoint you. Talking about the battery life, for an average user running normally at adaptive refresh rate, it has a good battery life, but if you set it at 120Hz QHD plus resolution, the battery consumption does go high. And with the camera used for shooting videos, games like PUBG and music, then there was only 20% battery left by 9 PM or so, but it charges 100% in just around 40 minutes, so that's amazing. It has a 4260 mAh non-removable lithium polymer battery, and you get around 7 to 8 hours of screen on time. The charging is really fast, and for normal users I feel that it would be good enough. The phone did heat up while charging using the SuperVOOC 65-watt charger, and the charger also heated up, but there's no wireless charging support or reverse wireless charging, so that's something that I'm sad about. The stereo speakers were good in audio quality. It does have support for Dolby Audio sound inbuilt, but there's no 3.5mm jack. If we talk about the operating system experience, there is no bundle bloatware application on this smartphone. The UI was really fast and snappy. With the ColorOS 11 Android 11 based update, it has become much more usable. There were glitches with automatic display brightness and some other issues as well, but this smartphone does have wideband L1 support, and overall it does feel like a good usable smartphone. It did get award for the smartphone of the year 2020. The Find X2 has almost all features same compared to the X2 Pro except for the camera module, which is a serious downgrade on the Find X2. The Find X2 retails for a price of 65,000 rupees for 12 to 56 GB in India, and the Find X2 Pro is much costlier and it's not available for sale for Indians, but it's a slightly better phone. It's around $1,100 pricing worldwide, which is around 80,000 rupees in India. It's a single SIM smartphone in most of the regions. Only the Chinese version, few other countries have the dual SIM version. And in many regions, the Oppo Find X2 is a comparative buy, but it takes away all the superlative camera features which the Find X2 Pro offers, and us Indians won't be buying this anytime soon yet. It was something worth launching here when compared to its underspecced yet overpriced sibling. It does feel like the OnePlus 8 Pro in a lot of ways, but it has some pros as well. The vegan leather option for this smartphone does feel great, but the pricing is too high. So guys, this was it for this video. In case you like this one, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button and do subscribe to Inspire to Rise for more awesome tech videos like this one. Guys, here is the graph of people who are subscribed to Inspire to Rise, and here's the graph of all of the freeloaders who just come here, watch our videos and don't subscribe at all. It is free, it does not cost you anything, and it helps us make more awesome tech videos. So do subscribe to Inspire to Rise, and no matter what you do, stay inspired to rise.